All right, happy Sunday, guys. And all right, so good news and bad news. Bad news first, right? Bad news, I went to the little market up the street that sells all of my fresh produce. I know it's a weird angle, but I have something I want to show you. That's why it's a weird angle. So I went up there. I wanted to get more apples. Quite frankly, I saw Bev's video this morning from our half-acre homestead. I will leave it up above for you guys. You can check it out. Bev was one of those powerhouse women that took me under her wing and really, when I was learning how to can, when I was learning how to dehydrate, when I was, learning all the things, she really helped me. So she did a video this morning on apples. Now, you guys know I just canned apple pie filling. I'll leave that link up above as well. And so I watched her video this morning. She's canning apples and she's dehydrating apples, and then she's making apple jelly with the peels, and oh my gosh, I was like, I have to go buy more apples because it's nearing the end of the season and I had just bought a half bushel. I gotta go get more apples. So went up there. I wanted to get some more butternut squash. I wanted to get some more sweet potatoes, zucchini, all those things. And they closed. Oh. Well, they're still open, but their farm market stand is closed. And that is because Michigan, at least in the area that I live in, we have been dealing with snow and below freezing temperatures, and they just can't keep their produce. So they had to close for the season as far as their produce goes. But what they did is, with all of the apples that they had, they now are bagging them as deer apples. And of course, it's hunting season here. I think bow hunting is right now, and I think next weekend starts the rifle hunting. So I know that last week all of these apples were just fine, right? So I searched through their apples and I found a bag, and this is why I had the weird angle. I found a 20-pound bag. There you go. Can you see it? Okay. So I found Honeycrisp apples in here. These are all Honeycrisp, Granny Smith, and Golden Delicious. A bag of mixed apples, 20 pounds. Look at that. Now, some of them have bruises. Some of them have, little spots on them. But that's okay. I can clean that up, and that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to clean these beauties up. I'm going to cube them in my Chop Wizard. And in the dehydrator they go. I'm going to dehydrate some apples to have in my pantry for the winter. Perfect for oatmeal in the morning. Perfect for bread, because you guys know I like to sometimes make an apple bread. $4.50 is what I paid for this. $4.50 for 20 pounds of beautiful apples. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over to my sink. I'm going to wash them up. I'm going to take off all the bad parts, any kind of bruising, anything like that. I'm going to peel them, and then I'm going to cube them in my Chop Wizard. When I get to that part, just to show you the Chop Wizard, I will show you that. And then I'm going to put them in a lemon water just while I prep them all. And then in the dehydrator they go. You can spray them down with some lemon juice right before you turn the dehydrator on. So I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm gonna get going on this, and then when I get to the Chop Wizard, I will bring you back and I'll show you what I'm doing. By the way, look at how beautiful these apples are. Look at this one. These apples are beautiful, beautiful. So if you've got an area near you, take a look. You never know what you might find. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just peeling it. I'm taking off any bad spots, soft spots, anything like that. All that skin is coming off of there. And then when I have them peeled and chunked, I'm just gonna put them in my Chop Wizard and cube them up for the for my dehydrator. So what I have here in this big bowl is ice cold water, with a lot of lemon. I have about 2 cups of lemon juice in there. So I don't think I'll have to spray my apples, but here are the cubes. You see that? Okay. I don't think I'll have to spray them since I have so much lemon juice in this. So this is where they will sit until I'm ready to put them in the dehydrator. So this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm going to process them. And yeah. All right, got a lot of apples to do. I did about half the bag, and I have quite a bit of apples in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, I'm not gonna strain out this water because it's still good water to use for the rest of the apples unless I fill up all of my trays. I have a 9 tray Excalibur. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this over to the dehydrator, get them on the racks, see how much I have. I might have to do the other half tomorrow, but we'll see. Well, it would be Tuesday. But I have them in 2 cups of lemon juice and ice cold water, so I don't, they're very lemony. I tasted one, and so I don't think I need to spray them. You usually spray them with lemon juice before you put them in the dehydrator. It helps from, you know, keeping them from being brown. Just makes them look prettier. So, but I think they're good. I think they're good. So I'm gonna take them over to my Excalibur. I'm gonna bring you over, and we're gonna get these on trays. So here is 1 tray, and I was able to get 4. So I've got 4 fully loaded trays on here. So I'm hoping I can cut the rest of the apples and we can get 5 on here. I'm excited. I'm hopeful. All right, so I'm gonna just keep chopping, and then I'm gonna bring you back when my dehydrator is fully loaded. Here we go. We got all 9 trays. I'm so excited. The book that I'm using is the book that I love. This is the Ultimate Dehydrator Cookbook. I'll leave a link down below for you guys. I bought mine on Amazon. Apples is on page 28, and it says here we're going to set it to 125, and this is going to go 10 to 12 hours, but I always find that they usually take a little longer than that. If it needs a little bit longer, we'll put it in a little bit longer. All right. This is the glass door to the Excalibur. I'll also leave a link to this down below because I get a lot of questions. I got rid of the standard door that this model came with, and I put the glass door on so that I can actually look at it without having to open it up. So we're gonna set this to 125. All right there. And yeah, we're just gonna let this do its thing, and I will bring you back tomorrow. I will show you the end result. And yeah, excited. I'm gonna have apples in my pantry. So it has been, if I had to guess, it's gonna be about 14 hours these apple slices have been in here, but they went in very wet from, you know, being soaked in lemon juice and water. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shut this off, and we're gonna remove the, and then I'm just going to slide these out a little bit, and I'm gonna let these just kind of cool down a little before I put them in a jar. I'm probably gonna fit these all in a half-gallon jar is gonna be my guess. And so I'm gonna give these about 15-20 minutes to cool down, and then I will bring you guys back and we will get this in a jar and seal it up. All right, so it is the next day. Happy Monday. And I have been letting these cool. So we are now going to take the racks off here. They're going to be a little sticky because it's apple. And what I do is I roll it up, and then just go ahead and get all of that goodness right down into the jar. I use a canning funnel, and there you have it. A couple little pieces that stick on there. And there you go. There we have it. Dehydrated apple pieces. Oh my gosh. And the things you can do with this is endless. I will probably be using this in apple bread, apple cupcakes, definitely in oatmeal. I've got one son who's coming up for Thanksgiving who loves steel cut oatmeal, and I'll be putting some of these in his oatmeal with some homemade brown sugar and some cinnamon. Oh, so good, so good, so good. So I've got 9 trays. I'm gonna have quite a bit here, and I might actually, we'll see how much I can get in here. I'm filling half-gallon jar. So there's 2 trays right now. So I'm gonna keep filling, and then I'll bring you back and show you how many I get. Okay, so now I got a half-gallon filled and 1 quart. Look at that. Beautiful, right? Ah, can't wait to put this in my yogurt in the morning. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and I am going to vacuum seal this so that moisture can't get to it. It won't affect the dehydrating at all. They'll stay nice and dehydrated. Okay, this is my fresh food saver, by the way. Apples that I used, just in case I didn't mention it in this video: Honeycrisp, Granny Smith, and some Golden Delicious. All right, so food saver, fresh saver. I had to charge it. All right, we're gonna seal this jar. Well, good morning. Okay, it's Tuesday. I started these apples Sunday night. They were done yesterday morning, but the food saver fresh saver, I have a video on this. I'll leave it up above. Love this thing, but I hadn't used it in a hot minute, so it needed a full charge. So it's fully charged this morning, well, almost fully charged this morning, and but it did seal my apple jar. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna spin you around. We're gonna seal the quart jar now, and then these are going up in my pantry, and I'm gonna have lots of apples. Ah, I'm so excited. All right, let me spin you around. Because we are fancy here at the Kneady Homesteader channel. You guys are balancing on my butter dish. All right, so here we go. So I just put a lid on it last night just to try to keep as much air out of it as I could. But these are perfect. And they're gonna be great, all sorts of things. I'm gonna put them in my yogurt. I'm excited. Okay, just gonna put a lid on the top. All right, and then what we want is with my food saver, I went ahead and I bought both attachments. So I have the wide mouth attachment and the regular mouth. So regular mouth will go on this one, and then you just take your food saver just like that, and it gets plugged right on top just like that. There's like a little groove on the top that this will fit right over. So it's foolproof. And then you just I usually let it go about 10 seconds or so, and then don't pop off your seal, and then that's it. So it is fully sealed and airtight, and these will stay nice and crisp and dry now for me until I use them. This is how I do all of my freeze-dried foods. So anything that I have in my pantry, if I open it up and I use it, say my peas, my corns, my celery, mushrooms, I open it up, use them. I try not to use my dehydrated as much because it's a labor of love, right? So, but it's my backup to my backup. And then I just go ahead and I pop this on and I reseal it. I pump all the air out of it just to keep it as sealed as I can. So then I go ahead and I put the bands right on them. This I need to remember to keep charged. The last time I used it was when I was doing herbs, getting all the herbs out of my garden and dehydrating them. And then I remember like using all of the battery. And then I was like, oh, I'll charge it later. Well, that came back to bite me. So, sorry this took so long. I wanted this video out before I did the chutney video, but that's okay. I'm putting this out anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't tried dehydrating, give it a try. It's so much fun. I'll warn you, it's a little addicting. It's a little addicting. I do go around the house looking for things to dehydrate. So I'll be looking at everything, and if worst comes to worst, I dehydrate marshmallows for the kids. They put them in their hot chocolate. They love it. So yeah, I hope you give dehydrating a try, and I'll be seeing you soon. All right, bye guys.